Welcome, everybody. A very good evening. Welcome to Code Without Barriers Hackathon 2026 ASEAN Edition Problem Statement Sharing Session by the SJ Group. Today, we have Dr. Maria and Doreen from the SJ Group who will be taking us through the problem statement sharing session and will be able to help you with your queries. Over to you, Dr. Maria.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our sharing session. We are very happy to be here and to offer this problem statement. We had this is our second year to be a partner with Microsoft and Code Without Barriers. We had a great success last year. We hired our first and second place winners as interns, and they're still with us. I hope if you were there for the award ceremony, you've heard their statements. But today we're here basically to answer questions, make sure you are well positioned to succeed in this hackathon. I hope you've all read and thought about the problem statement. It is very close to what we do, and it happens every day. Project teams have meetings, they make decisions, task shifts, deadline moves, the owners change, and everybody walks away thinking they know what to do, but nobody updates the plan. So all these decisions and the truth lives in meeting notes, email threads, side conversations. Meanwhile, what is considered the official record, which is the schedule, the plan, it's frozen in time. So our goal is to have you work on a agentic AI project planner, which is really a smart assistant to capture all that knowledge and then being able to synthesize it and really not just summarize the meeting, but translate it into a plan. So this is kind of my summary of what we propose for you to solve. And I also want to invite Doreen to talk about how we envision the problem statement and the work.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Doreen. Thank you, Maria, for a very good opening. So, as Maria mentioned, we would like you to think of this as a planning agent that not only identifies what tasks are happening, but also keeps tracks of who is the owner of different tasks, but also what are the dependencies on those tasks and the deadlines, and also what tasks are urgent and they need to be put attention on first. So we want the agent to be able to understand various components and put them together. So not only meeting notes, but also email conversation, chat conversations, so that it can stay in sync with what is really happening in a certain project. And for this, we understand that you will be needing some data sets, and we have seen some questions from you from Discord channel that how can we get some data sets. So we have created some synthetic data set for you to use. We will be sharing that with you in the channel in Discord in the next few days. But at the same time, you are free to use this synthetic data. We have crafted them to match what really happens in an AEC industry. So from typical email conversations to project IDs and planning, and also as well as some various chats that usually happen in order for a project to go on. On top of this, we also have some some data set that also connects various dependencies that may happen, that may require to be taken care of by the agent in order for the agent to understand who owns what part of the tasks, and also what task is urgent and what task needs to be pushed later. So we'll share this documents with you, but feel free to explore with also other synthetic data, push the boundaries, and show us what's possible. So you can create, you can use this as a baseline, a starting point, and you can go further with it and explore what else this agent that you're building could do under this problem statement. So maybe if you have any questions for us, we are here to answer them for you.
Is there a way to collect questions in the chat, or you want them for people to speak the questions?
No, so the participants can write down their questions in the chat box, since the mic is disabled for all the participants. But in case if some participants have any queries, they can raise their hands and I can give them the mic access. Okay.
I currently don't see any questions.
Yes, I don't see any questions. To all the participants that are present today in the meeting, is there any questions or any queries that you all want to be answered? The chat box is open. Dr. Maria and Doreen can help you with your queries. Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep talking while we get questions. So what we're looking for in the basic level is really to consolidate tasks in a cleaner tracker with tasks on our due date, status, and confidence level. So the agent should know, is this a new task? It's in an update of an existing tasks. And if something is ambiguous, it needs human clarification. So it's important to flag that. And then to show that, preferably in a visual way, kind of in a dashboard or a Gantt style view, so we can to make it immediately clear what is on track, what is at risk, or what just changed. If you want to go further, you can build a change detection agent that compares the current plan to a baseline, or a priority agent that reorders the tasks based on urgency. So again, we are looking for the basic level, but there is also the opportunity to go further.
Yeah.
Dr. Maria, I think we have some questions in the chat box as well.
Okay, so one question is, what do you envision human interaction look like? I mean, having a chat feature, so you can obviously, it's the way you communicate with an agent is through a chatbot, so you can ask further questions, right?
Okay. Just one quickly again. Any more questions? If not, then I think we can drop from this, and further questions we can take it on the Discord channel as well. Sorry, Dr. Maria, you were saying something.
Yeah, so yes, chat, it's allowed. There was kind of a further question. And as I said, I mean, obviously, we imagine this is an agent, so there has to be an ability to interact with that. But ideally, the information is presented in a visual way. And then if you want to go further, you can think about kind of how it there is kind of a clarification workflow where it continues to ask smart questions when the notes are incomplete, let's say, from the meeting. And it's critical to build a human in the loop approval step. So we don't want AI to be overriding the plan. We want it to be drafting an update, showing its evidence, and then letting a human approve it. And that's how you build trust. And that's how AI really works in a real and professional world. There is always human in the end. So it is important to both build transparency. So human, it's in a loop, but it's also at the end, and a human can evaluate every step and see, what was changed. So the agent, it's really creating a draft. There is a question about when are we going to be providing the data set. I think we're planning to upload it in the next day or so. Again, it's a synthetic data set, and you are welcome to start working with any synthetic data sets that you can use. There is a question about the confidence. How is the confidence defined? Doreen, do you want to take that?
How's the
From Joanne.
confidence? Okay.
From Joanne Costo.
Okay. Okay. The question says, how should confidence be defined? Data completeness, model certainty, anomaly detection. So, I mean, the agent that you're creating can be anything. So we do have a lot of possibilities in this, right? So the data can come from meeting notes, can come from emails, can come from conversations in the chat. So depending on the task, there could be a lot of sources of data. So depending on the data you're using it will be the source of where finally you can tell us this is how the agent performs with that data. So I think the best way is for you to show us first which data did you use, and from that data, how did the agent come to bring together the tasks. But it will also be nice for you to show us how that agent kind of ring fences the possibilities of not giving false information and false results to, or false tasks that are not actually in the board. So the completeness, the anomaly detection actually kind of goes back in terms of the data that you are using. So you need to have proper instruction to your agent on exactly which kind of data sources it should refer to, what is restricted in terms of what it can use and what it cannot use. So that has to be clear in order to make sure the agent is actually only using the actual data that exists in our systems.
And then ultimately, it will be the project manager who will be evaluating the output. So it has to be clear of where it came from, right? If it was from an email chain or from a meeting transcript, sometimes the meeting transcripts may not catch the right name, date, right? So that has to be verified.
So in addition to that, so sometimes when the meeting is in person and the meeting notes are captured, but they cannot really capture who exactly in the meeting room said what, then the agent should be able to ask for clarification. when it's not sure. So we want the agent to kind of not give false information. It always should question, and because the agent has to be able to be accurate in the way it organizes the tasks and ownership of those tasks. So in a part where it doesn't understand, it should really go back to the human loop and try to get final approval and clarification so that the task arrangement can be correct. So there is other questions.
I think Chris wanted to ask question.
Yes, Chris, I have given you mic access. You can unmute yourself and you can tell us your question.
Yep. Hello. So I'm more interested to clarify about the requirements itself. Who will be the main user of this solution?
Good question.
Yeah,
yeah, sure. Yeah, so this we eventually, the first users will be ourselves, our team, but eventually it will be nice to implement this across the group where every team, every meeting, every task is documented and also compared with the other tasks in the team. So eventually this has a potential to be implemented group wide with each team. So for example, we are part of the SJ Innovation team. So it'll be nice if all our tasks can be displayed in one dashboard and we can track them throughout our conversations and our daily interactions. But eventually, if the agent is performing well, then we can see how to scale up and eventually implement it with other teams as well.
But in terms of a persona, the typical user, it's a project manager who is responsible of maintaining, a meeting notes and then updating the schedule.
Yeah.
Because every
Okay.
project. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Just now, you mentioned about you are from innovation team. Can I know is it a technology engineering team?
So, I mean, I hope you've researched the Surban Jurong company. We are a global engineering infrastructure consulting company. And so our work covers all the aspects of the built environment, from urban planning to building design to construction management to then operating and maintaining buildings. Heavy focus on sustainability. So Doreen and I are part of the innovation team that develops innovative solutions for all the business lines. 16,000 people globally in 49 countries around the world. And today, a lot of focus of the innovation is solving through AI. So that's what we work on. But Doreen and I will be the judges together with our team. But if you think that your persona, typical user, is a project manager, so you have a project that typically has a plan, has a schedule, has deliverables, and include many people who have to come together, and these people communicate in many different ways. And obviously there are project meetings, but there are email exchanges, there are Teams messages. They are so that's kind of the challenge is that how do you make sure that you update the plan and the schedule that reflects all these decisions that are made, sometimes during a meeting, sometimes during an email exchange, sometimes over Teams messages and any other forms of communication.
Okay, I get it now. So meaning that the integration, because in our day-to-day workflow, we will use different applications like the Outlook or Gmail and whatsoever. But for your expectation, we don't have to integrate the real email, right? Am I correct?
Well, you need to build an agent that can do that. You can use synthetic data, but obviously, currently with many AI tools such as Microsoft Copilot and 365 that can access the whole team emails, right? But you're right. So yes, your agent should be able to access emails. We are using the Microsoft ecosystem, so all communications are through Microsoft Outlook, Microsoft Teams. So that's our environment. I want to move on to make sure I answer all questions. There is a question about the price, a very important question about the internship, if it's on-site or remote, and also if it's on-site, if there is a visa sponsorship provided for international participants. And good question. I'll try to answer it to the best of my knowledge. Obviously, this hackathon, it's open only for a number of countries for the Asiana region. And typically, our workforce is hybrid. So an intern has to be mapped to an office. We can only hire people in the places where we have offices, but we work both in office and remotely. And we'll take the visa requirements on a case-by-case basis. We have the ability to provide visa sponsorship. Again, depends where. This is an example, our current interns who actually, they were supposed to be with us for 1 semester, we extended them for 2 semesters. They're graduate students currently, so they are both based in Sydney in Australia. We have an office in Sydney, so they were hired there, even though Turing's based in Singapore, where our headquarters is. I am based in New York City. I'm currently in Singapore on a long-term assignment, but we were able to hire them actually in Sydney, and they are both international students. So we have these abilities, but again, it's very localized, right? That answer. So I think it's will depend on where you're from, where you're currently residing, and then we will solve that. Okay. Any other questions?
Perfect. I don't see any more questions coming in. I have posted the Discord channel link in the chat box in case, okay, no. In case if any of the participants have any questions, you all can post it on the chat in the Discord channel, and we will be there to help you out. I think Dr. Maria and Doreen, we'll just wait for another 30 seconds. If we have any more questions, the participants are requested to put in their questions in the chat box. If not, then we can end this call.
Well, thank you, everyone, and good luck. We look forward to your submissions.
Thank you, everyone.
Perfect. Thank you, everybody. Have a great evening. Thank you again.